A prostitute was convicted today in the death of one of 7 men she admitted killing on Florida highways. Aileen Wuornos was found guilty of first-degree murder and felony murder. The jury will begin deciding tomorrow whether to recommend the death sentence or a 25-year prison term. Defense claimed Richard Mallory raped, tortured, and threatened to kill Wuornos before she managed to shoot him. Wuornos told police she also shot and killed 6 other men who became violent after they picked her up for sex.
The Saturday trial of confessed serial murderer Jeffrey Dahmer is underway in Milwaukee. Attorneys began questioning potential jurors to find a panel that will decide if Dahmer should go to prison or a mental hospital. CNN's Margaret Lowry has more.
This is how Jeffrey Dahmer appeared in court in an ill-fitting brown jacket and tan slacks. The confessed serial killer seems to have put on weight in jail.
The case that we're going to be trying today is entitled The State of Wisconsin versus Jeffrey Dahmer.
Once there was a sufficient pool of jurors to choose from, the weeding out began.
Such an unnatural act may be having sex with a dead body. You might feel that's an unnatural act.
Both sides wanted to make sure jurors know what they'll be in for if selected, that there will be graphic testimony of Jeffrey Dahmer's crimes.
Human carnage, killing, mutilation, cannibalism, everything you can possibly imagine.
There were no crowds at the courthouse, but the courtroom was packed. 40 seats set aside for family members. This woman lost her brother, Richard Guerrero, to Jeffrey Dahmer.
I'm there for my parents. My parents are not ready to, they can't go in the courtroom and see him. So someone has to do it.
The press room, too, was packed. Media from around the world.
Both the defense and the prosecution last week asked that jury selection be moved outside Milwaukee, but the judge said no. He said the entire state, indeed the entire country, had been saturated with media reports and that it would be just as difficult to find a jury anywhere else.
As the jury selection got underway, Dahmer rocked in his seat at the defense table, not looking at the people who may be called to decide his fate. Dahmer's guilt is not at issue here. His sanity is. The jury must decide whether he spends the rest of his life behind the bars of a prison or a mental institution. But experts say insanity is tough to prove, that only about 1/3 of all insanity pleas are successful.
Realize a trial is a morality play. It is a working out by society of its feelings and attitudes about criminal behavior. It is not a highly technical, scientific, or even legal process.
And he says, in the final analysis, it is a very emotional process, and despite the parade of experts both sides will call, this is a very emotional case. Even Dahmer's parents may be asked to take the stand. Indeed, by the time the trial is over, the jury and the rest of us should know a lot more about what makes Jeffrey Dahmer tick. Margaret Lowry, CNN, Milwaukee.
His career and his freedom on the line. Former heavyweight boxing champ Mike Tyson's rape trial is underway in Indianapolis. Tyson swept past supporters and the media and into the courtroom where jury selection began today. Tyson is accused of raping an 18-year-old Miss Black America contestant in July. Tyson insists the woman consented to sex. If convicted, Tyson could face up to 63 years in prison.